making life like a Friday night. I'm living life crazy, going wild like a Friday night. Nobody's wasted life on a Friday night. I'm living life crazy, going wild like a Friday night. Nobody's wasted life on a Friday night. I'm living life crazy, going wild like a Friday night. Nobody's wasted life on a Friday night.
Jules, word.
Like a Friday night.
What up, Nitro? Lady Soul, we live in life. Quan.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're tuning into the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show live. What is good, everybody? Hopefully everybody had a wonderful night. And look, we're going to get into a lot today. I watched that game yesterday and I was pissed. I was not happy. And I'm going to let y'all know exactly why I was not happy yesterday. Now, let me go to the chat, say good morning to everybody, say what's up, and we're going to start breaking stuff down. First in the building, Benny Lokini. What up, bro? Glad you're here. Garrison, salute to you, bro. Good morning. King Blaze, yo. Abdi, yo. Bartana line dying. Thank you for being here, bro. Ashley Shelton, always a pleasure to have you, madam. Good morning to you also. Eric Plummer, what up? Anita Banks, glad to have you also, madam. Gregory Smith, what up? Ziegel Kage, good morning, bro. What up? Delmon's in the building. Alexander Gullion, yo, what up? Thundercats, ho! We in here, bro. We in here. Ugly win. Still don't change that stupid. Oh, we're going to get into it. Don't worry about it. Hey, King Lee on a Monday night. Set the tally. How you doing, bro? You already know, man. If y'all know who that is, that's Coach. Set the Tally Films. I will be live with that man on his channel later on tonight. And we're going to rock on. Can't wait to see you there, Coach. Please, guys, remember to like, subscribe to his channel. Will.i.am. What up? Glad you're here, bro. I'm so tired of this. This team with this stuff with them be making me so mad, man. Gerald Longmire, good morning. Kenny Will, what up? What up, Stacy? Glad to have you with us. How are you doing? Ray Hunt, what's up? Moggs, what up? Throwing out first downs, irritated. Everything about this game was irritating. I'm dead serious with you. Yami, what up, bro? What up, man? Zelly the Ninth. My God, yes, sir. What up? Zeke. Chaos, how you doing? All right, I think that's their three-piece. What up? Good morning. Chris, always a pleasure to have you, madam. Thank you for being here. All right, and States, once again, glad for you being here. All right, guys, let's get into it. So, if you were not asleep by 4:25 yesterday, you tuned in to the Baltimore Ravens facing the Browns, in which the Baltimore Ravens won, 23-16 on one of probably the ugliest games you will ever see or have seen in a win since being a Ravens fan. Now, guys, I wanna speak on this real quick. And I know that this is gonna bother some people, but I just gotta speak the honest truth. The lack of care that we are seeing being brought to the offensive line, it's a travesty. Make no mistake, it's a disgrace. People are complaining about Bronny James getting nepotism. People are complaining about Shedeur Sanders and his father being his college coach. All while seeing this offensive line be employed simply because the coach likes them. Nothing more. There's not even blood in it. The way he's treating this off, you would think that they're his children. You would think he's Peter Pan and they're the lost boys. Pause. I didn't see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missed blocks in that game. Every down except for maybe 3. I saw somebody streaking at Lamar Jackson. It's like they were in a contest that who could suck more. Stanley was getting beat. Voorhees was getting beat. Tyler Linderbaum's the only one that didn't really get beat too much. But he might have been the only solid person yesterday. Rosengarten was getting done up. Falele, his name is Filet for a reason. There's no more reason to go into it. Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, I think y'all understand that mantra. He defends them from the pirates, make sure that they're always okay, making sure nothing happens to them. That was the reference. That's why I said pause. But how could you be a Raven fan and watch this game and be okay with it? How could you be a Ravens fan, see this game, and leave feeling good about the team? Now, I get some people are saying, oh, an ugly win is better than a pretty loss. All facts. Not going to say it. My point is, this is not a one-off. This has been a debilitating factor that has got our QB already hurt, and he's still playing hurt. It's affected our run game with our running back. Thank God he has not got hurt. And you are seeing how this offensive line is absolutely putting this offense in the blender. And there's been no changes. They know. There was 2 hits Lamar took yesterday that I said, bro, thank God for God's grace. Because 2 of those hits could have ended up in a tent or ended up in a cart. God forbid. Real talk. Producer, what up? Kush, what up? And then I'm seeing people saying Lamar had a bad game. Guys, I mean this from the depths of my heart. Please don't take this personal. Oh! How can, after seeing this offensive line, right, get beat consistently, play after play after play after play, and they're doing it with 4 linemen. 4. Then you watch the deflections, you watch the drops, and you can say Lamar had a bad game? Or could you say, yo, team is, bro, landing this. And even during the live, I was like, man, Lamar might have to run, man, because this is getting ridiculous. As long as the opposing team knows that Lamar's not running, our offense looks terrible, which is crazy. So you're telling me with Isaiah Likely, Zay Flowers, DeAndre Hopkins, Kean Mitchell, Justice Hill didn't play yesterday, but you know what I'm trying to say, Tez Walker and others, you know what I'm saying? You're telling me the only way that this could be a decent offense is if Lamar Jackson says, let me tuck this ball under my arm and start to run? Okay. Got it. Mind you, he cannot afford to get injured. He cannot miss no time because we can't make no more mistakes. See, that's another way when I'm trying to get through the people's heads. We cannot afford for him to miss any time anymore. We're in no man's land. And the Steelers won yesterday. We pretty much have to be perfect for the rest of the year. And let me let you understand this. I know a lot of people have short memory spans, or a lot of times with them it's out of sight, out of mind. It never failed to occur to me, nor failed for me to remember what transpired the first 4 or 5 weeks of this season and how this offense and team looked without Lamar Jackson. So I want you to understand, he has to stay healthy. He cannot afford to run around even with now. You know he's still injured. You know he's still hampering on that. You can see it with the hamstring. And yesterday, he started off running a little bit, and everyone's like, okay, they're moving the ball pretty well, right? We had no problem moving the ball. Then there was a sack that he took where it twisted that knee. And all of a sudden, you didn't see Lamar run for the rest of the game. I'm like, you see? So that's my problem. We are watching an offensive line trying actively to put our quarterback on IR permanently, and a coaching staff that is allowing it. How can we still stand here and watch this going on? And for everybody's understanding of this, we have to beat the Steelers twice. For everybody that's here. Y'all saw the game that we played yesterday, right? If the Browns gave us that much problems, how much problems is the Steelers going to give us? No, I really want to know this. If we are watching, right, the Browns give us this much problems, how many problems are the Steelers going to give us? How much? They have the same, and mind you, it's not just one guy that can wreak havoc. They got 3 legit guys that can rain down unholy godly fire on your top of your head, on their defensive line. I don't even want to get into the bank. The Browns D better than the Steelers. Yeah, I don't think that's much of an argument, Coach. That's you're 100% right about that. But the Steelers can pose just as much threats to us in pass rush because TJ and the other 2, the guys that they got, can wreak havoc. And we already know what TJ Watt has done to our offensive line historically. And Steelers, they don't drop picks. They don't not fall on fumbles. I want you, like, the level of different team is totally different. A tip pass versus Steelers is 90% of the time a turnover. I watched yesterday's game and I was so disheartened by what I was viewing. And, you know, I think one of the light spots was Mark Andrews. Shout out to him for getting the most reception yards in franchise history, which is crazy to me that he's leading with, like, what was it, 6,000 and change he got, or 7,000 and change he got, and he's the Baltimore Ravens leader in receiving yards, which to me is like, because once again, you know, it's not even like it's an astronomical number that he even has. But it goes to show how we have never really had guys that were good receivers. Like, we've had good receivers, but not like in their prime. They've had one, maybe 2 good seasons, but then they weren't staying here for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years. And him getting the tush push end around on that, the fake tush push around the amazing play. We went absolutely crazy when we seen that. It still doesn't take away the fact that I wanted Isaiah Likely to start. But congratulations to him. It was one of the bright spots of yesterday's game. One of them. There wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. We don't have a true number one. There is so many inaccuracies that plague this team that I don't know even sometimes where to start. We already know the offensive line is atrocious, right? But then you have Isaiah Likely, right? You're in the end zone. You're telling me you can't put him on a one-on-one and have him go get the ball? You're telling me that's impossible for you to do? He has 36, 38-inch vertical, right? Somewhere in that range. 6'4", strong hands. You can't throw a fade route? DeAndre Hopkins in the red zone. What about a whip route? You can't throw none of those? What's good, Flex? Like, I really want to know, guys. We are getting stopped in the red zone at like one of the worst rates we've ever had. We have big body guys. Pause. And you're telling me with the D that we see, pause, we can't get the ball to them? They're selling out to stop the run. So you don't do a play action, a boot? Now, we ain't going to run no boots on that side of the field or that close to the end zone. No, we're not going to do it. With Lamar Jackson as your quarterback, that's a no. I be saying with a $5 donation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We know about moral victories, but this feels like a mental loss. Keeping that sorry O-line intact shows that John ain't serious about winning. John is serious about being right. You see, because of the Ravens to win, have to win in spite of the offensive line. He'll just be like, well, we won the Super Bowl, didn't we? So that's how he is. He doesn't so much care about winning. He cares about being correct. That's what he cares about. He cares about being correct. Shout out to UIB saying, best nation donation. First donation of the day also. Thank you so much for the support. We got that's why when it comes to Harbaugh, I don't want to hear nothing. EDC, I don't want to hear nothing. They've had ample opportunity to fix this line. You know what? Let's say for the sake of argument, right? They're bad, whatever, right? From last year, this offensive line was bad. You seen them. You had the whole offseason. You did nothing. Okay. Mini camps. Did nothing. Mandatory training camps. You did nothing. Draft time. Let's draft a hurt guy and then do nothing. Preseason, you seen it. You did nothing. All the way up to the trade deadline, and you did nothing. And you expect me to feel sorry or have anything to say to these two gentlemen? How dare you? Yo, double slap! You're lucky they're not here in front of me right now. They're lucky. They are lucky. Dozy Dope, thank you so much for that $5 donation. Yes, nah. Falele, goodbye. Chances if Daniel gets benched or injured. You know what's crazy? Shout out to you for the $5 donation. I never wish injury on players. I never do. I never will. Even if they're playing like hot garbage, right? I never will. But make no mistake about it. There is no excuse for the putrid O-line that they've put on display for us to cheer for. Hey, Ingraven, my guy, what up? Well, trust me, coach. Let me say this right now. The way our Falele played, you got nothing to be scared of. If you once you swing, he's falling right down. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. You don't got nothing to be scared of that man. He gonna try to, even his swings, he labors. It's like laborious for him to even swing his arms. He missed, you duck, uppercut, sure you can. Or hit him with that Xena pressure point. Ha! Can't use his left arm. Ha! Can't use his right arm. Ha! Can't even breathe. So I don't care. Like, and that makes it even worse. Hold up. I want to make sure that I break this down, right? Coach, you said Falele is 6'8", 320, but he heavier than 320. He heavier than 320. But we'll just say he's 320, right? I've seen linebackers beat him. Both ends beat him. Pause. Defensive tackles beat him. Safeties beat him. He's got put on his back by a corner. Yeah. Ain't nothing to be scared of, bro. Nothing. He like 400. Jared Dahmer's a nitro. Shady McCoy said that Andy Reid and Veach should be ashamed of themselves. Bro, you already know he's on blame the organization for failing Patrick Mahomes. Pat Mahomes throwing bare interceptions, and it's everybody else's fault. No tips, no nothing. Throwing across your body, across the field to an interception is not, and it's the player's fault. Get out of here, bro. Fish will never get hurt. He does too much dip, duck, dive, dodging to get hurt. And once again, I'll never wish injury on any players because at the end of the day, this is the way they earn their money. I just want them off the team. Like, I'm honest in my assessment, guys. I just want him gone. This thing where, give him some more time. How much more time do you need? We've already seen the franchise player get hurt behind his offensive line. He's already still playing with an injury. Why would anybody think it's okay for him to continually try to fight, claw, run, stiff arm to be behind the offensive lineman that we pay to protect him? What would make you think that that's a good thing? A sound thing. Bro, that's why I was mad at people like, mind you, I know that we're going to have our own opinions. But to me, it's like people say things without context. I said this before. I said, when Lamar Jackson comes back, I said this to you guys. I know you remember. I said it right on the Wonder Kid Morning Show. I told you guys, I said that if Lamar had a game, 3 interceptions, let's even say 2-3 fumbles, I don't want to hear anybody's complaints. After seeing how bad this team looks without him, I don't want to hear it. I told you, I thought I was joking. You can see him fighting to get, you know what's even worse? There's a picture, I did a short where Derrick Henry is next to Falele and Voorhees. I have a picture of it. He's like he's praying to God for some level of reprieve from these two, like absolute fools. I got a picture I can show. Go and look at the short I put up. If y'all think I'm joking. Derrick Henry's like, the Ben Affleck meme, That's what he looked like. He like, the one hope I thought that, yes, you did, KB. I don't lie. I keep trying to tell you, I'm honest to a fault. Trust, it got me in a lot of trouble growing up. I'm honest to a fault. It's affecting our running backs. How many more hits? Think about it. Yesterday, I had people telling me that Derrick Henry, he don't look good no more. I had people in the chat telling me Derrick Henry, he lost a step. Derrick Henry ain't good like that anymore. He definitely is not a top 5 running back in the league anymore. And I'm like, y'all don't see who's blocking for him? You didn't see how many times, as soon as Derrick Henry touched the ball, there is 2, not 1, 2 people meeting him at the point of the give immediately? Like, that's why I try to tell y'all why I'm the way I am. Because I'll never believe, like, I like context, right? Like, Linderbaum to me is not the best center in the league, but he is sure to me top 5, right? And he is sitting there having to cover up to help Falala and Voorhees. And Voorhees don't even get the hate that he should get because everyone's concentrating on Falele because he's horrible. He's so bad that it jumps off the screen when he makes mistakes. But Voorhees is equally trash. Dumpster juice. Diaper water. Effluent water. Like, I just, watching that show, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was live, shout out to everyone that came in live. I was live watching the game yesterday. And you remember that one song? Everybody needs somebody somewhere. I changed it up a little bit. It's not love, you need somebody. Harbaugh's on the sideline making up faces. Like that's his job. You know what's like this offensive line is going to get somebody else hurt. Forget even everything else that we're saying. They're going to get somebody else hurt. If it's not Lamar, it'll be Derrick Henry or Keaton Mitchell or somebody else. They're going to get somebody else hurt. And you know what we're going to hear? They're trying. Have faith. Have faith? And Daniel Falele? Voorhees? Rosengarten? I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Oh. Could it be me? Could it be me? Like, no way, bro. There's no way you're going to try to tell me to have faith in that. Nah. You ain't going to pee on me and tell me it's raining. Why is this yellow? Why is this warm? No. Oh my God! After Doug Holly said Lamar Jackson has a stacked team around him again, with Casey really choosing for Lamar Jackson are over. They always say his excuses are over. When he had no wide receivers, they said his excuses are over. Hence why I don't listen to them. Asmodeus with a $2 donation. Yes, Nitro Chill. That's an insult to dumpster water, bro. You ever seen you ever smell like a fermented dumpster? Like a dumpster that they forgot to pick up for a week, and you open it, and it's nothing but maggots and flies feasting on the absolute pus, increpant, just whatever left in there. They're worse than that. The crust that aligns the little cracks on the outside of the dumpster, and all that crap, sometimes when they pick it up, gets squirreled into one little crack and it starts to form a crust. They're worse than the crust. Warhop is terrible. Harbaugh's seen his offensive line, almost hurt his quarterback, and said, we're gonna roll with them. Like, bro, I'm tired of it, bro. Class, yeah, that's 7. The Browns were definitely on Keaton. He got to catch those facts. Look, guys, I'm not trying to be totally negative because, like I said, positive was Mark Andrews becoming the Ravens leader in receiving yards, and also that tush-push reverse that he did was absolutely breathtaking. So there was some things that y'all was like, man, that was nice. But yesterday was nothing short of a letdown for me. Tip pass, and it wasn't the only tip pass. There was another one, I believe it was Zay Flowers, and he caught it and just beep, and just knocked it all the way into the air, right here. And somebody said, well, if it goes here, that's another thing too. I'm watching it like, oh, Lamar got to throw it better. Threw it to him right here, bopped it up into the ground. And I'm like, oh, you see this? You see this crap? But then we got to keep watching it? Okay. Now you know what's funny? Now you can see why Philly was willing to give up the farm for Myles Garrett or Michael Parsons. Now you see why. That's why I said all of them, Ronnie, Rosengarten, both guards. The only one that was somewhat decent yesterday was Linderbaum to me. And listen, I'm going to tell you, I was never a fan of Ben Cleveland. Never. I did not like him at all. At all. I wanted them to redo the entire offensive line. But there's no way Ben Cleveland is this bad. There's no way. There's no way. And I know he's bad, but he's not this bad. 1-800-WE-NEED-JESUS to protect Lamar from his offensive line. You know what's crazy? Watching the game and seeing the chat, I just see person after person like typing. Every time, it was like, hike. Offensive line, third down, hike. We're going for it on fourth down. Oh, they're kicking the ball to us. Okay, punt. Did he just do what? I'm telling you, man, I watched yesterday again. I was sick to my stomach. She so much with a $5 donation. Yes, we look sloppy against bad teams. We ain't beating the Steelers like this. That was my point. That's exactly what was my point. Because I kept saying, I said, how can you expect to beat the Steelers playing like that? The Steelers are going to score on you. And if you do the amount of mistakes that you did, they won't just get stalled out in the end zone multiple times. They're going to score those. I promise you they're going to. Playing how we did yesterday, how do you expect us to beat the Patriots? We're one game behind the Steelers. That means we got to beat them twice. You expect us to beat the Steelers twice playing like that? Shout out to you, She So Much. Best Nation donation. And Ronnie was getting absolutely dog walk, bro. And that's, bro, I'm just tired of it, man. And mind you, they got 3 tight ends on that team. 3. Jonnu Smith, Freiermuth, and that Darnell Washington. Bro, that Darnell Washington dude was just doing people like, he's just bigger. And you know what they're doing? They're saying, okay, you're bigger than this guy. Slant. Like a bang slant almost. Can you remember they do like a bang 8? You're doing the seam route. You know you're going to get hit at the top of the route. Pretty much they're doing that with a slant with him. It's automatic 10 yards with him. Because he's so big. He's so tall, so long. Pause. He just, boop, bounce you. Pause right there. Bam. Bring it in. It's over. And yet, I'm watching the Steelers do that with a guy that's much slower than Isaiah Likely, and the Ravens refuse to do that with him. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Hear me out. King could be a mini CJ2K 2.0. I don't think he can. People really forget how good Chris Johnson was. For as short as it was, Chris Johnson was just, he was something to behold, man. If you remember Chris Johnson, prime Chris Johnson, I have yet to see a running back be able to just hit and just go. And we're talking about he legit had 4.2 speed. If he hit any hole, he's gone. To me, max protection got to be used more, right? Got to use max protection more. You got to run. You got to be in heavy a little more. You got to use Isaiah Likely more. It gives you more flexibility on the offense. Money Mike said Chris Johnson was the fastest running back I've ever seen. Facts. Like, you had running backs that are really, really quick. Like Darren Sproles, Westbrook. Those are quick backs. Shady McCoy, quick. Right? But I'm talking about fast. Fast. Like track fast. Chris Johnson was ridiculous. Everybody says Bo, but Bo got hurt young. Steelers beat the Bungles, the worst defense in the league, and all of a sudden, they're the best team in the league. Oh, yeah, and also, with Jamar Chase, you know how underhanded you got to be to spit on another player and then try to deny it and lie? You know how underhanded person you got to be to spit on somebody, hack a loogie on an opposing player, and then lie about it. And it wasn't one of those light ones. This one, you could see that it had some discoloration. Like it was coming from his lungs. And he was smoking a cigar before the game. It looked like it had some volume to it. Talk about hot to it, hot to it, hot to it, hot to it, hot to it. It's like, bro, nah, bro. And then people expect guys to get hot to it on and then expect them just to take that. Yeah, yeah. Hiding one, yeah, hiding two is impossible. What are y'all talking about? I'm glad Ramsey slapped him. Yeah, bro, I would have punched him dead square in his chin. I would have hit him with an uppercut. Real talk. Like, it's so, like, bro, as a man, there's two things that men, if you do to a man, it's most likely going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight for your life. If you spit on them or if you slap them. If another man walks up and slaps another man, that's an immediate fight. If you go up and spit on another man, immediate fight. Nah, bro. I would hit him with the meanest dragon punch you have ever seen. I would look like Ken Masters. I would have done a Rican. Like I would have been spinning like a tornado with so many uppercuts. It's nasty work. The amount, bro, suspending, bro. Like that, like there has to be some decorum between guys, players. You know what I mean? To say that you're gonna hock a loogie on somebody, bro. And to make it worse, he's walking black. So you could, when it hit him, you saw it stand out. I was like, oh no. Kevin Bonin with a $5 donation. Yes. Man said, laugh my butt off, knock the hot to fam. Yes, that's what he was doing. Hot to. Yo, that's exactly what he was doing out there, man. It's nasty work, guys. It's nasty work. I'm telling you, man, I can't be out here like that. It's nasty, bro. Gerald Lawman with a $5 donation. Yes, spitting on someone when you said spitting on someone, that's a fight regardless. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Dragon punch, hood punches, Kimbo slice type stuff. I'm telling, bro, y'all want to see this smile disappear, that dimple dissipate? Go ahead and spit on me and see what happens. You're gonna, I promise you, hospital will be your next place of residence. I promise you that. Promise you. It's not a threat, it is a promise. Out here spitting on people. It's nasty, bro. Gerald Lawman with another $5 donation. Yes! I would have gave him a Stone Cold Stunner. What's it called? I would have did worse. Oh my gosh. I'm dead, bro. I wouldn't know the type. I probably would have picked up the chair. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Like, bro, spin on my, and I'm turning into Black Jason Bourne. Bro, it's beyond nasty work. And it's not like it's just a little, like I mean a straight loogie. Like when they slowed it down, you saw like he, you know that when you wake up in the morning and you try to clear your throat, like he did one of those, like he looked in there like, for real? Hit him with one of those, and you expect Jalen Ramsey to stay there and be like, oh, it's a game. It is what it is. It's all right. Wiping it all over, it's still a uniform. It's all sticky and slimy. It's okay. It's all right. I'm going to get over this. No, I'm done with that. Yeah, I'm good. Nah, bro, it's nasty. Like, I'm eating nitro. Like, I'm being real. That's what happened. Go look at, did y'all watch? The problem is, like, I'm very descriptive in what I say, right? But if you go and watch the slow motion, that's what you saw. I'm not exaggerating. Go look at the slow motion tape. There was a close-up on an angle that somebody posted, and you could see him like that. And then gargling his throat, looking at him going, like, bro, come on now, bro. I would have, bro. Nah, bro. Gerald Long Arm with another $5 donation. Yes. I'd have given him a Bruce Lee punch. Nah, I'd have given him that Ip Man 1000 punch. I'd have given him that Ip Man. It wouldn't have been one punch. It would have just been a series Oh, just bing, 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 bing. And all you hear in the background, combo breaker. I'd have Coach and them saying, Nitro, no, stop, he's not moving. It would be like, ah! And everybody worried about, no, Nitro, his leg is twitching. Stop, Nitro, calm down, have a heart. Y'all think I'm joking? All right. Oh my gosh. I'm dead serious with you, bro. It would be bad, bro. Bad. Honda 100 hand slap facts. Jared Thomas, Nitro, Doug Gottlieb says, Lamar Jackson has to find a way to beat Josh Allen. Please smack Doug Gottlieb and say, don't worry, I got you. Oh! Got you, Jay. I'm taking whatever fine they give me, helmets in hand, ground and pound, UFC style. Facts. I beat him down so bad, the commissioner will watch it and be like, like, bro, yo, and you hear Bengal fans making excuses. Like, how can you make an excuse for that? Like, seriously. Oh, Siri heard me say that. My bad. Like, get out of here with that. I'm wiping my face and smelling imaginary drool vapors. I'm telling you, man, it's nasty work. Gerald Longmire with another $5 donation. I go for Ip Man Wing Chun Kung Fu. Ip Man Wing Chun. Yeah, bro. Bro, them fists will be coming. That fist will be coming out real quick. Shout out to you, Gerald Longmire. Best Nation donation. Thank you so much for that, bro. Really supporting this morning. Thank you for the donations. There's no excuses. And you know what's crazy? As nasty as Jamar Chase was spinning on his opposing player, our offensive line was nastier than that. For all context purposes. Do you know how disgusting that was to watch? How nasty? How revolting it was? That's what our offensive line looked like. Real talk. I'm not joking. That's how bad our offensive line looked yesterday. Real talk. Like, huh. I be saying with a $5 donation. Yes. If the app was me, they'd be carrying him into the blue tent. Bro, I hit him with a Kanuku buster, bro. I'm not even joking, bro. Andre John, you remember that with Cortland Finnegan? Yeah, LeVar Lewis. You remember that when Andre Johnson started giving Cortland Finnegan those uppercuts? Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. How could you look? And I know after this game, they're going to say, we saw such great growth from the offense. Do they think we're that, that's what gets me with it. They really think we're that stupid. Nitro, we like our guys. You're not a Raven fan. You're a Lamar guy. It's nasty work. The same people that say that were the same people that said he was faking, he quit on his team, everything else, right? Watching his team absolutely be totally unwatchable without him. Yeah, people just don't like the truth. I'm honest with things. Gerald Longmire, bro. Gerald Longmire, shouts to you, bro. You've just been supporting today. You get a 10-5. The Incredible Hulk would have came out of me. Hulk smash, Hulk punch. Puny God. Shout out to you, Gerald Longmire. Best Nation donation, bro. Thank you so much. Bro, that fight was crazy. I watched it live. I remember watching it live. I remember watching it and being like, ooh. Like, real talk, man. It's nasty work. Nasty work. Also, too, before we close out today, wanted to touch on this a little bit, right? I want to touch on it. Shedeur Sanders. Like, guys, now, I don't know what game a lot of people watched. I did not think he played bad. I saw a player come in that was trying to get his feet wet, that had some tough, like, downs, but had some incredible throws. And I'm telling y'all this right now, mark my words, Raven fans, if you are, for once, listen to what Nitro is telling you he is seeing. If the Browns get rid of Kevin Stefanski and they start him, the Browns are going to be a massive, major problem for the Baltimore Ravens. I want to let y'all know that moving forward. I'm not saying I'm scared of anybody. I'm not saying I don't want to smoke. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm trying to say is because Kevin Stefanski is trying his best to ruin this young man. And that's without a doubt. To say that he's never thrown the ball to any of the wide receivers starting and have never taken snaps with any of the offensive linemen it's ridiculous. It's laughable, to say the least. Right? I watched him make about 3 throws that I was like, he's a starting quarterback. That's a starting quarterback. And you watch him calm, under pressure, rolled out, throw it, and his guys are dropping the ball. Mind you, the Browns dropped like 4 of his passes. They're not going to put that in there and say that because you know that doesn't fit the narrative. They dropped a touchdown and 3 other passes. I'm telling y'all this right now. Let everybody laugh. If this man, because Kevin Stefanski wants him to fail. He wants him to. If Kevin Stefanski gets fired and Shedeur becomes the starting quarterback of that team, you watch. In 1 year, they will say that, well, it'll take more than 1 year because they just love Joe Burrow. But in most of our eyes, in 1 year, he'll be considered the second best quarterback in the AFC North. Mark my word. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. Don't say Nitro. I say stuff before it becomes a trend. I take pride in saying things before they become a trend. If they start this young man, the Browns are going to be one of the hardest teams to beat because their defense can pretty much, if the quarterback doesn't make any mistakes, their defense can win them games by themselves. Imagine a quarterback that can now put up 25, 26 points. Orchestrate long drives. Throw the ball accurately downfield. They're going to be a nightmare to face. You watch. Y'all think the Bengals gave us problems? Wait till this team, if this man starts on throwing problems, they're going to give us. Juju Bean with a $5 donation. Yes! Why are Bengal fans trying to make this spitting situation seem like it's nothing? Did you see the amount of spit that came out of his mouth? Yes! It looked like a hydro pump from Squirtle. It's nasty, bro. It was so much, it looked like an attack from a Pokemon. Like Ash Ketchum said, Squirtle, water gun, Squirtle. He squirtled all over that man. Oh my gosh. Zelly, you already know who the first is. You already know who it is. Lamar all day, man. 2-time MVP is. Should have been 3-time MVP. Simone's guy. Tell me everybody's laughing. Do you detect any lies though? You can laugh at what I'm saying, but you'll never call me a liar. Jamar Fire Hydrant Chase. Facts, Tack. Man out here tripping. tripping. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Oh my gosh, man. Kevin Bonham with a $10 donation. No! It's not the coach, fam. It's the owner. If the owner wanted him to play, it would be done already. Think about it. They have Deshaun Watson. He's done worse. Stefanski is taking the heat. It's the owner. That's not a bad, you know what? That could be it too. That could be it too. And Stefanski, that's why they haven't fired him, because they know that he's just taking the heat for the owner's choices. That's a very good point, Kevin Bonham. I don't know how true it is, but that's a viable option or point to be made on why it's happening the way it's happening. Real talk. Jamar Hakalugi Chase. Facts. At the world class, because I don't know nothing you're talking about. You don't know who Squirtle is? Hold on, you don't know who Squirtle is? Coach, you don't know Pokemon? Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, it's so true. I'm running in front of you. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon, you don't know about anything about Pokemon, Coach? You never even played like a Pokemon game? Like on Game Boy? Trading card games? No cartoons? The Pokemon first movie? With the Mew as a card, as a gift? Pokemon Lugia? Pokemon Lugia after talking about Chase. That's crazy, man. Yo, Coach, when I go on your channel now, we gotta talk about that, bro. We gotta talk about that. Coach never watched Pokemon. Even the president of Russia has watched Pokemon. Coach, you can't get away from this. We will be discussing this tonight. Oh my God, man, I love you guys, man. I love you guys. But guys, that's another episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know how we end every show. A little bit of nostalgia trivia or some questions. And guys, I got some nostalgia trivia for today. So, Coach, you said you don't know who Pokemon. You never know what Pokemon was. That's cool. That's fine. Understood it. But in 1997, there was a video game that came out. In 1997. That, let's just say, everybody had their eye on. What game am I talking about? That's a low blow, Coach. Just because I didn't watch New Jack City. You're fighting dirty. Come on, guys. What game am I talking about? 1997. Everybody had their eye on it. Guys, come on. God, you know this game. Stop it. Stop it. 1997. E-Man Watts with the correct answer. Yes. Bro, y'all don't remember GoldenEye 007? Bro, y'all wildin', bro. Y'all wildin'. Nah. I thought it came out in 97. I could swear it came out in 97. It did. It said it was released in 97. Initial release date was August 23rd, 1997. My birthday is August 29th. How did the hint suck? Luke K, don't do that to me. Don't you do that to me. He said the hint suck. 1997, everybody had their eye on it. Golden eye. Come on now, bro. That soundtrack was crazy. Crazy. And everybody wanted the gold gun. Come on now, bro. I can't play it because the songs for GoldenEye are strict, like, they don't play. Even if I did it one time, play like a sample from it, and it blocked an entire video, and I had to pretty much take down the entire video. So that's why you're not hearing any of the soundtrack, because y'all already know the soundtrack was fire. Y'all already know. Yo, man, yeah. I can't believe Flex Zone doubted me. 97, man. That was, bro, to have a good gun because of that game. I hated that everybody would just use odd job short. I'll be real with you, as good as GoldenEye was, my favorite game for the N64 was Mario Kart. Mario Kart 64. That was my favorite game. When we do battle on that, not the race, but the battle, oh my, I loved battle. Mario Kart 64 battle was my favorite game for the N64. Real talk. Favorite game for Dreamcast, Power Stone 2. Favorite game on PS2, a mixture between, it's a tie between Def Jam, Fight for New York, and I forgot the name of it. It's like Marvel Champions or something like that. Forgot the name of it. It's like Marvel something. It's like you had to get a team of people and play. Those are my two favorite games from PS2. PS3. PS3. Call of Duty and Warhawk. Legend of Zelda Ocarina. I never was a big Legend of Zelda guy. Ever. True Crime New York was fire, though, throwing knife aim. That was a fire game. Mario Kart did. Yo, Yami, facts. Mario Kart did used to start fights, bro. Because people would start the team up to try to take out the best players, and then would keep going. Oh, bro. Ultimate Alliance. Hey, yo. Yes. Me, my little brother, my sister, and my best friend, we play that. And his little brother, we would play that. We beat the game. Bro, my brother's favorite player was Blade with Bloody A's. Who did I used Iron Man. I forgot who used Thor. One of them had Thor. Can't remember who was using Thor. But Iron Man was my guy. Because he could fly and shoot beams. Perfect Dark was fire too. Siphon Filter was fire. That was a fire game. I love the endings of the show. The throwbacks, I love this section of the show, man. Like, because everybody gets so happy because it brings up so many different, memories for everybody. Love it. But guys, that's the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, smack the like button on the stream. Please do not leave the stream without smacking that like button. It helps out the channel, and it helps out get us to more, deeper, and more people out there, okay, guys? So please help the channel out. Smack that like button before you go, guys, okay? But this is your host, Nitro, and I'm out of here, guys. Have a blessed day. God bless. Love you guys. I'm out of here. Yerp!
Finish him, Daddy.
You're not my dad!